There was this moment. She was just gently washing the egg off me.
Yeah, nothing says romance like a big ol' puffy sponge the size of an iPad.
I'm Jaime Fridge. I need all you dozens of viewers out there to just tell me how you like this, alright? Welcome to the show.
You remember that time somebody got a wild hair to create an unauthorized biopic about Celine Dion's life, and they used the same actress to play her both at age 50 and at age 5 by CGIing her face onto a 5-year-old child's body? Remember that? Well, that's not the movie we're talking about today. We are going to talk about something pretty much just as weird. Today we're taking a deep old dumpster dive into the 2007 tween comedy Taking 5. The weird movie about two geeky teens who kidnap the world's most famous boy band to try to make them play at their high school and therefore boost the girls' popularity. Sounds simple enough, but you guys, it is so much more than that description. First of all, I didn't know this till today when Nikki went to pick up the DVD and she talked to the guy at the DVD store who said that the band in this movie, I think in the movie they're called like 5 Leo Rise, they were actually a real band called the Click 5 who had like real songs on the real radio and stuff. I looked them up, their songs kind of slap. Even weirder, okay, I kept looking at this character Mason and being like, I've seen this guy before. Have I seen this movie before? What's going on? I couldn't get past it. I look him up on IMDb. He's not in any other movies apart from like the little bonus features on this DVD. And I'm like, I've never seen this movie, but I've seen this guy. I've heard his voice. I type in his name on Instagram. He's verified. I get to looking. I see his wife, who is also in this movie. And they are literally Mr. Kate. As in Mr. Kate on YouTube, with like millions of subscribers, whom I have watched before. Do I know which one is Mr. Kate? No. Do I think they're an adorable couple? Yes. Is their kid adorable? 10 out of 10. Is it very hilarious that they did this terrible movie together 16 years ago? Absolutely. Am I gonna make fun of both of them today? Yes, I'm sorry, but yes. Guys, what do you want from me, okay? You made a weird movie. Joey dressed as a hot dog. I don't have a choice. Also, shout out to Emily who posted this movie onto my Facebook wall and told me about it. You've given a great gift to both myself, my viewers, and anybody who is a fan of Mr. Kate. So, put on your hot dog costumes, kids. Let's talk about Taking 5. But first, a word from our lovely sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Friends, you ever feel like Googling something weird? Something maybe you don't really want people to know that you Googled? Well, you might think that you can just use like incognito mode to hide the weird stuff you Google, but sadly, you're wrong. Your internet provider can actually see every website you visit, whether you use incognito mode or not. And what's even worse is that they can legally sell this information to advertisers, which is why sometimes you might Google something and then you'll continuously see ads for it for the weeks to follow. It's because you need a VPN. ExpressVPN protects your privacy online by rerouting and encrypting your data through their secure servers. Because not everybody needs to know what you're up to, you know? Even if you're not Googling weird stuff. What? If you're an internet user, you should have a VPN and be hiding your IP address, but also one of my favorite things about it is that I can access content on like streaming platforms that I wouldn't normally be able to access. So like I've told you guys before, I like to make sure that ExpressVPN is turned on. Super simple. I change my location to a different country. I pull up Netflix and I got a ton of shows that I wouldn't normally be able to access from the US, but I can with ExpressVPN. It's a really good service and I implore you to check it out again if you are an internet user. So if you want to find out how you can get 3 months free of ExpressVPN, you can visit expressvpn.com/French or click the link in my description box below. Thank you so much to ExpressVPN for hiding my IP address, encrypting my data, giving me more Netflix shows, and sponsoring a portion of today's video. And now back to the show. So the movie centers around our two main characters, Devin and Gabby. It just opens with some kind of chaotic shots of these two making a big fan collage for their fave band, 5 Leo Rise. Scooter gets a sore throat. Oh no. I like these notes. Look at this one. Beach it for sure. They're huge fans. The camera kind of pans out and you see the bedroom. So this is Devin's bedroom. And if you weren't sure before if they were big fans of 5 Leo Rise, you are definitely sure now. Guess it never hurts to go super hard on a set design. In walks Devin's super mean older sister Danielle, played by Christy Carlson Romano, who you may recognize from Even Stevens or from her YouTube channel where she like takes walks and talks about how Anne Hathaway stole her career. I like Christy Carlson Romano, but her character in this movie is kind of violent.
Is that my t-shirt? No. Yeah, it is.
Are you really that mad about a shirt? Or are you actually kind of mad that
Why would you say that?
school.
So the girls kick off the plot right away, and they explain that they're collecting labels for the 5 Leo Rise Shift Label Drive.
We're doing this 5 Leo Rise Shift Label Drive, and the school that collects the most labels gets to have the band come to the school.
Hence the reason the girls are sitting there like drinking their weight and whatever this shift drink is.
More chugging.
They gotta get enough labels to get the band to play at their school. So the next day at school, we meet some more peeps. We meet Lincoln, who's a creep. He and his friend Pete in this Aeropostale shirt, they are not fans of 5 Leo Rise.
Right after you get over these lip-syncing wussies.
And they also film stuff on their little 2007 like video camera. And they download it to the internet.
I'm downloading your latest masterpiece onto the internet.
Kids today will never understand the pre-smartphone days where if you wanted to put something on the internet, you had to videotape it, convert it, and put it on your website and just hope for profile views.
When that baby goes up on my website, I'm gonna get like 50,000 profile views.
So the dynamic between Lincoln and Devin is super weird. I guess like they've known each other since they were babies or something, but it's weird.
Especially after we had our first little bath together.
I was 2 years old, you freak.
I know, but you kept grabbing for my rubber ducky.
And so all these years later, Lincoln still has not let it go, and he's super creepy about it.
I love your skin. So soft.
As he lusts after Devin throughout the entire movie, even though she's clearly not into him.
Ew.
Later on, it's time for the label drive, so the girls bring their literal truckloads of labels to the student council president, Kira, played by Kate from Mr. Kate. Oh, I get it. They're both Mr. Kate. So Kira plays like the cool, popular girl, and you can kind of tell by like her flock of seagulls hairstyle. I guess that's kind of what mine looks like today. It's raining here in Missouri, okay? I don't have any hope of smooth hair. Anyway, she's blonde, she's popular, she's super mean. I'm not gonna talk about how old she was when she played a high schooler. Nope, I'm not talking about anyone's age today in this movie, okay? Because that would be beating a dead horse, and we never do that on this channel. So anyway, this is where you finally find out like how many labels the girls actually got.
519,672.
What? That can't be true. The girls were drinking the stuff to get the labels. How are they still alive? So a few days later, there's like a pep rally at their school, I guess to announce that they won the label contest and 5 Leo Rise is coming to play at Highland High. And I guess the school hired a radio DJ to make the announcement. Yeah, they hired this guy, DJ Tricky Trent.
Where is DJ Tricky Trent? He is at Highland High School. Yo, what's up?
I really thought he was gonna be significant somehow or like come back to the story. Why else would they bring in a radio DJ when they could have just used like the class president or something? But he doesn't. He never comes back. We just get to hear his weird noises and see his sweet kicks for like 15 seconds. So we get our first exciting moment backstage at the pep rally.
I just thought it would be a cool idea if we just had some sparklers when the curtains open. Gabby, this is high school, not the 4th of freaking July.
Kira, something tells me you're gonna really regret being mean in about 10 seconds. So cool, Kira is getting ready to go on stage. She's dousing herself in hairspray. When Devin decides to go ahead and light the sparkler, but then throws it across the room because it's too hot.
Ow, 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 ow.
Have you never held a sparkler before? Literal 2-year-olds play with them. Yeah, that's not where hairspray goes. Aw, you see that, you guys? They destroyed a perfectly good mannequin head just so this movie could be this stupid. So Tricky Ricky, or whatever his name is, opens the curtain and everything is destroyed. All the labels are on fire.
I don't know if those burnt labels are gonna count.
Poor Kira's hair's all burned, but somehow her face is okay, even though we literally watched her face like spontaneously combust. The audience is laughing hysterically. This kid about has an aneurysm. Needless to say, it doesn't look like 5 Leo Rise is gonna be playing at their high school after all. The plan is foiled.
Where do you think you're going, you little sawhorse?
Hold up, is this the same day? Because Devin and Gabby are wearing the same clothes, but I feel like Kira probably should have gone home, like after being ignited.
Your life at Highland High is over.
And your acting career is over. I'm just kidding, it really wasn't. She actually did a few more movies and then got a really successful YouTube career, so I don't have a joke. Well guys, we have to take a short break, and when we come back, Devin and Gabby get sabotaged. Don't miss it. Hey kids, we're back. So between these 7 to 10 shots of the front of the high school, we start to get a little montage. We see that Kira is really making Devin and Gabby's lives miserable.
Nice work, idiots.
They get insulted in the hallways, they get rained on in chem lab, they have to walk around with entire desks tied to their backpacks. What kind of cord is that? But Devin doesn't think it's that bad.
You know, I really feel it hasn't been that bad.
Oh, well, look at that, you guys. We have 2 new additions to our beloved female protagonist fall compilation.
That's embarrassing.
Just getting longer and longer. So since their social lives are pretty much ruined at this point, the girls come up with a new plan to get their cool status reinstated. They're gonna go meet the guys from 5 Leo Rise at this album signing and just try to like verbally convince them to come play at their school, even though they ruined the label drive by lighting a girl on fire.
That is the most genius idea ever.
They plan to accomplish this by telling them that Gabby has cancer.
We'll just say you have cancer.
I'm so nervous, I think I'm gonna throw up.
Good. You kind of look like you have cancer a little bit.
Well, needless to say, guys, their plan, it doesn't go that well.
Oh my God, Richie, hi. It's me, Devin. I'm like your biggest fan ever. Shift labels to win the 5 Leo Rise concert for our school, but they accidentally got set on fire along with the super popular girls. If I don't do some serious damage control, these bitches are gonna ruin our social lives forever. So could 5 Leo Rise please, please, please come play at Highland High?
I was a tad surprised to hear her use the B word here, because this is a kid's movie, but what do I know?
No. I don't need an autograph. I need a concert.
All right, fair enough. See that? If you look like that, maybe I'd say yes.
And they're like, well, we may not look like this saucy comic book character, but I do have cancer.
I have cancer.
Well, we didn't give it to you.
Dang, you don't even care that she had cancer? You're just gonna escort him off the premises? Travis Tritt's blonde brother? That's not nice. So Devin's parents are about to go out of town for some like murder mystery nerd convention.
It's a weekend of fine dining, intrigue, and murder.
Where everyone's a suspect.
And they're gonna leave Devin with Danielle, who is even meaner than we originally thought.
You can't even be trusted to drag a bunch of labels on stage without setting them on fire. You retard.
Can you believe the words that were allowed in movies in 2007? It doesn't seem like that long ago, but what a different time. So the girls have yet another plan. Plan number 3, to get 5 Leo Rise to play a concert at their school. But to execute this plan, they need Lincoln. Creepy breaking and entering-y, chalkboard wall having weird mask owning Lincoln.
Think you're ready for something bigger.
Huge.
Like what?
Oh, I don't know. Kidnapping 5 Leo Rise after their concert on Saturday?
So Lincoln's like, all right, hey, Devin, you still got that basement, right?
So you still got that basement, right, Devin?
No, man, my basement weirdly disappeared and now my house just like sits on air.
I'm in.
You guys remember this time period where every girl's main goal was to just wear as many shirts as possible? Those were the days.
I love your skin. So soft.
Gross. So the plan is in motion, you guys. It's time for Operation Taking 5.
Welcome to Operation Taking 5.
I get it.
It's the name of the movie. So the plan is they're gonna get ready as if they're going to homecoming, which conveniently falls on the same night as a 5 Leo Rise concert. They're gonna get into a limo, head to the back entrance of the concert. As the guys are coming out, the girls are gonna distract them with their beauty and hopefully not get recognized from the album signing, because we all remember how that went. They're gonna throw some sort of smoke bomb thing. Devin's gonna push the security guard's face. That'll work for sure. And then they will lure the guys into the wrong limo.
Not even in your fantasies, Lincoln.
I wanna do that to someone. Anyone? Everybody went home. It wasn't that fun. So anyway, this seems like a solid plan, right? What could possibly go wrong? Literally everything.
Hey guys, I got your limo right here. Who the hell are you?
Who the hell cares? That limo, now!
I'm Mason.
It's all good though, they're gonna get a second chance at kidnapping the guys, okay? Because the guys are hungry.
You guys hungry?
I was, but
I'm not anymore.
so the guys head into this restaurant called Wingers where they sell, you guessed it, American Buffalo Spice Wings.
American Buffalo Spice Wing.
Is he Russian? And wouldn't you know it, the girls are also craving wings after their failed kidnapping fiasco, and they go to Wingers too. And they don't even have to try to lure the guys this time, the guys just go straight into the wrong limo.
This is your limo. This is your limo.
So Pete gets in the back of the limo with them, starts yelling at him, makes him put on Where's Waldo beanies. It's scary.
What, you think this is some kind of joke? Look at your limo driver. He's dead.
What? Oh, man. Scooter, my shirt.
It's just so funny. Like, obviously nothing about this movie is believable, but I felt like they could have done such a better job on this part. It's literally 5 of you against 1, against a kid who's clearly the same age as you. Nobody wants to put up a fight to try to escape. So anyway, they have to return the limo, so they have to transfer their party from the limo to the getaway car, but not everybody fits in the getaway car. So they send the one kid walking home with the beanie over his eyes that he could easily take off, but he of course doesn't. And they bring the remaining 3 guys back to Devin's house where her sister Danielle is throwing an unauthorized party with mixers. Oh, thanks, Danielle. I was wondering where the mixers were. So they put him down in Devin's basement, which I guess they already decked out with like hanging doll versions of the band members. When did they do all this? And the guys can't see because of the beanies, you know, but they know that Nikolai is not with them.
They didn't get Nikolai.
What? How do you know?
Don't smell him. Nikolai has a smell.
What does he smell like? I bet it's American Buffalo Spice Wing. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good Russian accent, just saying. So the guys, I guess, finally realize that their captors are not very good captors, and they escape.
Man, they go in the back. Let's go get them. Scooter, faster, man.
Morning, Mrs. Nipplemeyer. Morning, Mrs. Nipplemeyer.
Hey, Mrs. Nipplemeyer. Morning, Mrs. Nipplemeyer.
Oh, good morning.
Oh yeah, that's Mrs. Nipplemeyer. Yeah, she lives right next door to Mr. Scrotemeyer, who's not credited, but Mrs. Nipplemeyer is just none the wiser, you know, she's just talking to her gnomes like nothing's going on.
You be nice to them now, dear. I know that parents must be so proud.
Hey, Nipplemeyer, what are you, blind? Do you not see these kids running across your lawn carrying other kids in trash bins? Nipplemeyer could have saved 5 Leo Rise. She was too busy talking to her gnomes. So they get the guys back into the basement, and I forgot to mention this whole other part. The kids are operating under this name. They call themselves RMLF, which stands for
Real Music Liberation Front.
I guess this is kind of their way of convincing the band members that they are legitimate kidnappers and not fellow teenagers. So they start recording the guys, making them say hilarious stuff about themselves.
I'm a total loser wuss.
Yes, you are.
Who needs his kicked?
Yes, you do.
I'm a piece of crap mama's boy who stole his name from a Muppet.
My name is Mason. I'm a long-haired hippie. You can kick my ass.
Yes, I can. You're getting this on tape.
Raise your hand if you still accidentally say that sometimes. Like, are you that old, like me, to where you record something on your smartphone and you're like, I got it on tape? Meanwhile, back at the hotel where the 2 surviving band members are staying, we meet the guy's manager. And do any of you recognize him? As in, it's Mr. Lund from The Adventures of Food Boy. First we got Ezra's grandma and Wish Upon a Star, and now we got Mr. Lund. This is the greatest 3 weeks of my life. Serendipity. Back in the basement, the girls finally tell the guys what they want from them. Again.
With a concert for our school.
But not before Lincoln and Pete do some sort of weird play fight thing to scare the band members, I guess.
Make it stop! What's next?
Guys, you know you can take the beanies off your eyes, right? Like, the handcuffs don't affect your elbows. Anyway, so the girls tell the guys again, look, we want you to play a concert at our school. And 2 of the band members, Scooter and Mason, they agree.
I say we do it for him. I'm in.
Sure. I'd do a couple songs for your school. I'm a little upset about the whole kidnapping thing.
Well, Scooter, I'm pretty upset about your haircut.
It's a fox, sir.
And the fact that you're...
Jamie, don't do it.
You're...
That joke is old. You've done it a million times.
You're 42 years old! Ah! We gotta take another break, guys, and when we come back, the band members get Stockholm Syndrome.
Stockholm Syndrome?
It's when the hostage, you, begins to identify with the captor.
See you there.
I already bake a really good cake. I need the best ingredients. I need the best flour, and that's you, Richie.
Why about the flower? You calling me gay?
What? So the girls come up with a little scheme, if you will, to try to convince Richie to agree to do the concert at their school. So they dress Devin up as that saucy cartoon character that he likes, remember from earlier?
If you look like that.
But he's busy getting pelted in the face with eggs by his own band members. Okay, now you guys can for sure run away. You're not even cuffed at this point. What are you still doing there? Anyway, Devin tries to, like, seduce him or flirt with him or something, I guess, but he's not feeling it.
Seriously? You're putting me off my pie.
Oh, this poor guy. First eggs, now pie. What's next? Flower?
Are you calling me gay?
No, Richie, don't worry. We know you're straight. We can tell by how you dress. Anyway, so he ends up confessing to Devin that the real reason he can't perform at her school is not because she kidnapped him, but because he has stage fright and he actually lip syncs all of his shows.
On a Monday, I am waiting.
So Gabby is like, look, that's okay. I know how to help you.
But we're gonna need some supplies.
So they go to the mall. They run into Kira, who again is super mean.
You look bigger. Did you gain weight? Even your voice sounds fatter.
Yeah, that's what people said to me when I tried to start a podcast. So anyway, Gabby's plan, I guess, was like to go to a costume store, get a bunch of costumes. She thinks if they all dress up in stupid costumes, then Richie won't be so nervous to sing in front of them. So they all put costumes on and have a full-blown, like, mock-up concert in their backyard. Mind you, the guys are still kidnapped. Yeah, they're hostages, but they're totally down to dress up as flamingos and hot dogs.
I'm a hot dog.
And do their cool little let's take turns being in the middle choreo. Anyway, it's going pretty well. The guys are super good.
Weekends work the best. Love at first sight. Never thought it could happen to me.
Just before Richie gets his turn to sing, Danielle shows up and ruins everything.
What are you doing? What? I thought I told you to clean the house completely.
So Richie heads back into the basement, willingly, of his own accord, and he plays for just Devin, where he's actually able to sing. He sings a really good song called Kidnap My Heart.
Kidnap my heart.
I guess it was like based on his real life experience of getting kidnapped. And it's super romantic.
Love at first sight. Never thought it could happen to me. Kidnap my heart.
I mean, I feel like it could have been even more romantic, but what do I know? Go ahead and play this song. Okay, look, I won't even look. I'll wear a costume.
Love at first sight, never thought it could happen to me. But you made me believe. Kidnap my heart and sing me with you.
What? Do you not like my voice?
I can't take anymore.
But I was just about to get up and do the nay-nay. Not like the nay-nay, but like the nay-nay. Did you get it?
All right.
Well, I guess I just made a fool of myself. So they end up kissing because Stockholm Syndrome. They get caught. Lincoln is super ticked. You can really tell. Not the shoulder touch. That's when you know you're in trouble. Lincoln's like, no, dude, you are not gonna put your grubby little boy band lips all over my girl. So he takes him somewhere. I guess he's gonna like exile him. And they have kind of a heart-to-heart in the car.
There was this moment. She was just gently washing the egg off me.
Yeah, nothing says romance like a big ol' puffy sponge the size of an iPad. So then a bunch of stupid stuff happens. Lincoln ends up tying Richie to a tree and like leaves him there. Devin fights with Gabby. Danielle falls in love with Scooter. Devin sends Lincoln back to get Richie. Devin's parents show up from their nerd weekend and Devin's about to be in big trouble, but then Danielle weirdly takes the blame for having the boys in the house.
It's not her fault. I told her it was okay.
Again, because she's super into Scooter. Gabby finally stands up to Kira, which makes her subsequently cooler than Kira.
If you were cool, you could afford to be nice. See you at the assembly.
And people tell her how cool she is from like across the auditorium. This girl in the back has a Kate Gosselin on steroids haircut, and then it's finally time for the guys to perform at the high school. So they get to the school and their manager shows up, Mr. Lund. I don't know his name in this movie, but we are obviously gonna forever know him as Mr. Lund. He shows up with the other two band members.
I don't actually think we're gonna play these, do we?
Instrumentsky? Da, man, da.
He is Russian. How about that? Also, Dog the Bounty Hunter's cousin is still there. That's super cool. And anyway, they're finally gonna go play their concert with instruments.
We're gonna go in there, play a show with instruments.
Instrumentsky?
So during the super conveniently timed school assembly about interior decorating,
Today we have the important issue to discuss of interior decorating.
the band walks in with Devin and interrupts everything. Hey, every white kid in the school with blonde hair, come sit in this row, would ya? Yeah. Oh, you're way ahead of me. So the guys play that banger from earlier, you know, Kidnap My Heart.
Kidnap my heart, make my dreams come true. Take me away.
And it actually, like, I'm so glad I found out that this was a real band, because I was just thinking how weirdly good they were at acting like a real band. Everybody is feeling this song. It's a big celebration. Devin and Gabby make up. Devin's parents show up. Danielle shows up. They're feeling it. Lincoln's getting chicks. Even Mr. Lund is, like, super thrilled about the song.
Guys, that rocked.
Let's get in the studio and lay that down. Come on.
I'm sorry. I'm just like confused because that song was literally playing with a music video earlier in the movie.
Come on, do it.
So I think that's the plot hole. Now I don't believe that this movie really happened. Anyway, the movie ends with a random conversation between Devin and Gabby talking about nothing and then freeze framing on their faces. I thought it was gonna be like they ended up dating Mason and Richie from the band and went on tour with them or had some sort of adventures or literally anything, but no, that's fine. Freeze frames work. Freeze frames are cool. Cannot find the budget anywhere. I feel like they just took that feature off of IMDb because I haven't been able to find the budget for like the last 4 movies. Maybe Mr. Kate will know. So here we go. We got a 3-star review with a pun by an IMDb user named BKO Gangbing. This review is entitled, "This Film Doesn't Click." See what you did there? Unless you're a true fan of Click 5 and want to hear them, you'll run from buying this DVD or watching it on television should it be broadcast. The Disney Channel would not have produced something like this. Are you sure? Because Disney has produced some questionable flicks, okay? Here's one, 10 out of 10, cute movie by Karina Cruz. I was giggling and screaming at the couch with my sisters. What did the couch do? Why'd you have to scream at the couch? That seems mean. I'm so gonna buy this DVD and watch it all over again. I give it a 10. I kept laughing my off the entire movie. Hope you watch it. It's not corny and cheesy at all. I love when kids like don't see the corn.
Get that corn out of my face!
Oh, to view a film through a child's eyes. So that's all for me today, kids. That was super fun. What a wild ride. Thank you again to Emily from Facebook for posting this to my wall. Thank you to Mr. Kate for being in this movie and existing. Go check out their channel, you guys. Don't tell them that I reviewed this movie or anything, but they have a really good YouTube channel where they like DIY, they do stuff to people's houses. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I know it's super good. I have to go. I gotta go eat some American Buffalo Spice Wings. Make sure you join me over on Patreon to see behind the scenes footage from today's green screen shoot. Make sure to follow my second channel if you like to see cinematic style vlogs of influencers in the wild. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Kidnap my heart. Take me away.
Oh my god, what is she doing? Look out, everyone, she's about to explode. Please don't get any on you. What? What are you smiling at? Yeah, what's so funny?
No, nothing. I think I like farted myself into a hallucination.
What?
No, nothing. I must admit, I'm really relishing this moment. It's nothing. It's just that your buns are looking a little hefty today.
What?
Oh, what's wrong? Oh, you don't like it? You don't like it when I'm frank?
Well, yeah, but
You know what, Kira? You are one big wiener. We can catch up later.
Word is y'all lost a little concert.
Word is you set a girl on fire. Set me away. I like how they say that. I'm getting some super strong pop star, like starring Aaron Carter vibes from this movie. I wonder if it was possibly produced by the same people. Lou? Is Lou Pearlman here? Hey, Nipplemeyer. Do you not see? Wake up. Nipplemeyer. Hey, Nipplemeyer. Yoo-hoo. Hey, Nipplemeyer. Hey, Nipplemeyer. Be mad. Hey, Nipplemeyer, what are you, blind? What's that? An entire camera crew in the car's reflection? What a happy day. I watched the little like behind the scenes documentary thing that came as a bonus feature on the DVD, and it made me feel extra bad for making fun of this movie because it just seems like everybody who made the movie was super excited about it. But it was like 16 years ago, right? 2007 to 2017 would be 10 years. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 15 years ago.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5.
I don't know, but I don't know when it was filmed. I'm gonna say 16 years ago. Alona Tal and Daniela Monet are a pair of high school girls who want to desperately vault up the popularity school. Dude, that reminds me, just seeing her like in her cheerleading outfit and thinking about the fact that she was ignited. We used to have this cheer when I was in school and it went, explode, ignite. Our shark team is dynamite. And whenever I was a judge for the next cheerleaders that were coming, a lot of the little girls were saying, explode, ingite. That's my fun story for the day.